by Ed Lucas with 7 seconds left in the BBL Trophy final, putting this thing into overtime, and then we all know what happened from there. The Royals absolutely dominating. The Lions are going to be fired up, and you expect them to come out like a house on fire tonight, don't you?
I think they are, yeah. The Lions were hoping to win everything this year, and it was looking like they were going to get the second part of that, but things didn't turn out that way. But back in league action, I think the Lions are going to be up for it tonight, of course, as well as the Royals. The Royals would like to carry on in the winning theme against the Lions. They have, of course, won all this season so far. I mean, I'm sure the Lions would have swapped their earlier victory in the league for the defeat in the trophy last week, but not going to happen. But today it's going to be a really good game, I think.
A big storyline in the BBL Trophy was the emission of Kervin Bristol, one of the best shot blockers in the BBL, and the Royals had no trouble scoring in the paint as a result, with 51 points combined between Ashley Hamilton and Matthew Bryan Manning. And with Bristol back in the lineup, do you think the Royals changed their tactics a little bit and looked to the perimeter shot a little bit more, with Kervin Bristol leading the BBL in blocks this year?
I think the Royals are going to go to him. I think they're not going to go to the outside. I think it's a man-on-man thing. I think they're going to go inside just as much as they did before and see what happens. I think it does make a big difference. I mean, Kervin Bristol's the top shot blocker in the league this year. So yeah, it will make a difference. And he's going to change shots as well as the actual direct blocks. He will change the shots that the Lions players take. But I think they're going to go for it.
An intriguing matchup at the power forward position between Will Neighbor, a prototypical stretch four, leading the league in three-point shooting at 53%, and of course Brandon the real deal Peel, who's been stuffing the stat sheet, bringing so many different intangibles for the Lions. Take us through that matchup between these two.
Yeah, Will's a good all-round player, very good for his height, outside shots, but I don't think Brandon Peel's going to bother too much about going out. A lot of big guys will hesitate before going out to guard somebody. I don't think Brandon will do that. I think he'll just follow him wherever he goes.
So we're just about ready to tip things off here at the Copper Box Arena in East London, Stratford. Bristol and Neighbor on the tip, and it's controlled to Matthew Bryan Manning. MBA driving, kicks out to Lucas, 3-ball, short, and coming up with the rebound is Ladarius Tabb. This is Justin Robinson, the reigning BBL MVP, Brixton Top Cat alumni. You know he'll be up for it tonight, playing against his good friend Matthew Bryan Manning. Here's Brandon Peel, on to Spencer, driving, Spencer, dishes, Bristol, baseline, in and out. Matthew Bryan Manning with the big rebound and pushes it to Jules Dangakoto. Dangakoto now in the half-court offense, the 22-year-old Team GB international. This is NBA Live. Finds Dangakoto knifing his way into the paint, dishing, nobody there, and Tabb comes away with it. Here's Spencer on the rush. Stops, dishes, no-look pass, Tabb attacking. Goes into a double team, and this is Lucas the other way with it now. Lucas gets the screen, almost left his feet and traveled. This is Dangakoto slowing things down now. Dangakoto will get the screen from Bryan Manning into the paint. Going one-on-one with Bristol. And Bristol alters that shot like you said, Rick.
It's a very interesting start, although there's been no baskets yet.
Peel, 3-ball. Got it. Money ball from Brandon Peel. And it's first blood for the London Lions. Dangakoto now. On to Ed Lucas. Gets the screen from Neighbor. Dish inside to Bryan Manning. Hook shot, doesn't go. Neighbor, 6 on the shot clock. Dangakoto's got to hurry. Hamilton on the baseline. Muscles his way in and will go to the free throw line. Strong move by the BBL Trophy MVP, Ashley Hamilton.
It's very physical down there in the post. thought one of the referees was going to call something.
Certainly, it's going to be a rough and tough game as these two teams know each other well, and these players growing up playing against each other in youth basketball. A lot more at stake than just a W in this one, Rick.
Absolutely, you're talking about London-wide bragging rights.
Hamilton now at the free throw line, and he knocks it down. Now this is Spencer. Royal showing press. Peel, Spencer, 3-ball. Nothing but net from the youngster. Some sharp shooting from Jordan Spencer, and certainly adds another element to this squad with that ability to knock down the 3-ball. Ed Lucas, another good 3-point shooter. Brian Manning looking to answer back, in and out, and Ladarius Tabb grabs the board. This is Robinson the other way now. Robinson driving into a double team, follows it up, and it's Bristol cleaning it up off the glass with the putback. Dangakoto now. Brian Manning backing in, going to work. Can't get it to go, and now it'll be Robinson pushing it the other way. Robinson driving, denied by Lucas, and there's going to be a foul with Lucas making contact with Robinson's hand. So end-to-end action here, low scoring affair so far here at the Copper Box Arena, and looks like we could be in for a bit of a defensive grind, Rick. A bit of a surprise given all the firepower out there on the floor.
Yeah, I don't think they're just missing their shots at the moment. I think in a couple of minutes you'll find that things get a lot smoother.
Robinson now one of the best free throw shooters in the BBL, and a bit of commentators curse there as he misses the first one. And Robinson has been fantastic at the free throw line this season, shooting 87%. Played in Cyprus before coming back to London and playing at home in front of friends and family. And so the Lions with a nice 8-2 lead right now. 9-2, I should say, with that free throw. This is Hamilton now. Backing in, Brian Manning gets it to go. Now this is Spencer, the other way. Checked by Dangakoto. Nice crossover from Spence. Pulls up, doesn't go, and Hamilton pulls down the board. Hamilton over the timeline. Dangakoto calling for it. Hamilton picks up his dribble. Posting up with the seal is Brian Manning. Backing in. Brian Manning going to work. Up and under move. Nicely done from NBA Live. A scorer's basket. Matthew Brian Manning. So many different weapons in his arsenal. Here's Robinson driving, kicking to Bristol, and he puts it in for the easy two. What a pass from JR. So many different elements to his game. He's got the 3-point shooting. He can take it to the rack and can also dish it as well. This is Robinson. This is Brian Manning backing in. Nice move. Doesn't get the floater to go though, and Tabb the other way with it now. Tabb in transition, and he'll go to the free throw line. Fouled by Will Neighbor. One of the most difficult players to handle in transition, Ladarius Tabb, the Alabama Slammer.
He's just so quick. That's the thing, it's very difficult to mark him.
Certainly has a good handle as well. And that leaping ability, we've seen him suck the gravity out of the building a couple of times. He can sure get up there in transition. And another aspect of his game, he's really improved his shooting. And he's shooting the 3-ball at 33%, and from the free throw line, 76%, Rick.
Yeah, he has improved. I mean, he was a little bit of a liability early on in the season from beyond the arc. But he's tidied that up a bit now, and that makes him even more dangerous because the opponents have to come out and guard him, and that gives him the chance to blow by.
Lucas, as the Lions show full court press now. Hamilton trying to break the press. And now looking for Dusha. Dusha trying to gather the loose ball, and it's Tabb that comes away with it. Swings it to Spence. 3-ball. Jacked up, and nothing but net from Jordan Spence. So Spencer's hot in the early going here to bring it to
couple
15.
of three-pointers. Looking good so far.
Brian Manning up top. This is Lucas. Gets the screen. Driving and can't finish, and so we'll go to the free throw line for two. Ed Lucas, evolving aspect of his game we've seen so far, Rick. He's third in the BBL in three-point shooting, but if he can develop that dribble penetration game, he can really make the step to the next level, can he?
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be able to do a lot of damage. I mean, the variation. I mean, he's got variation in his game now, but as you said, with that, he'll be one of the stars of the league.
Native of South London, split his time between London and Angola, played last season abroad in Angola, winning a championship there. This is Robinson now as the Royals show press. Tab slows it down, and now this is Spencer on to Robinson. He's got Lucas checking him. Tab. Robinson up top, watched by Lucas. They swing it to Spencer. He blows a tire. Spencer, 2 on the shot clock, has to throw it up, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Dusha pushing it the other way. Swings it to Lucas. Run off the line. Nice drive and the dish. Brian Manning finishes inside and wanted a three-point play. Here's Robinson the other way now. Robinson pulls it back. And with 4:30 to go, 15-10. The Royals climbing back in this. Hamilton now with the steal. Hamilton bullies his way through and is swatted away off some great pursuit from Justin Robinson. Impressive effort, by Robinson, hustling back there and not giving up on the play.
He never gives up. He's a great hustler. He's gonna strive out there, you know, hometown, home court against some of his old adversary that he played with as a junior. So he looks like he's enjoying his game this season, and he's certainly going to be enjoying this matchup out here today.
Spencer attacking. Spencer dishes. And now this is Peel from the elbow. Peel. Spencer. Robinson. 3-ball. It's long, and now offensive board to Tab. Tab from the corner. Nothing but net.
Ludicrous.
Ladarius Tab knocking down the 3-ball. This is Dusha. Dribble handoff. Lucas. NBA. Hamilton driving baseline. Strong move from the big fella.
That's why he was the MVP in the
Spencer
trophy final.
running the court, and he gets the easy layup as he catches the Royals napping. Dusha up over the timeline now. 5-point advantage for the Lions. Neighbor loves those above the break threes. Turning and firing quickly is MBA, and he can't get it to go. Here's Spencer now the other way with it. Spencer. Bristol on to Peel. Thought about it. Tab hoists up the 3. It's an air ball. Hustling to save it, and that's going to be a last touch on the Lions. So a couple of substitutions now. A.J. Roberts, the American, comes in for Will Neighbor, and product of the Hemel Storm now to handle the small forward position for the Royals. Dusha, the Albanian international, gets it on to Orlin Jackman. Jackman looking inside. Nice dish. Beautiful finish inside off a lovely dime from Orlin Jackman.
Good no call from the referee there as Bristol went up.
Robinson gets the screen from Bristol. Robinson attacking. Robinson!
Oh.
He's got that blow-by speed. Doesn't look that explosive, but he's deceptively quick, and he catches the Royals napping. This is Dusha now. On to Brian Manning. Another 3-ball from him, and it's an air ball.
He doesn't really need to take that shot, Manning. He needs to play inside. If he plays inside, he's going to be much more successful.
So we've seen Matthew Brian Manning misfire on 2 threes now. He's shooting at 26% and from behind the arc on the season. You want to see him living in the paint. That's where he does his damage. and particularly early in the shot clock, not needed, H.
Not needed. All he has to do is go inside and let Bristol do the work inside, because the big men, I mean, it's a great battle between himself and Kirvin, you know. But funny enough, both big men now are getting a bit of rest. Paul Gweed's in, and so is Captain Quinwin for the Lions.
Lucas now over the timeline, watched by Spencer. Lucas gets a screen from Roberts, and now this is Jackman with the 3 ball.
Whoa! Jackman from
Orland.
downtown.
The captain's salute from Orland Jackman, who was captain earlier in the season for the Royals before Ashley Hamilton came back from injury. This is Akinawim on the block now, backing in. Akinawim, Spencer, 3 ball. And it's short. Jackman with the board, and the Royals look to run. Rogers gets post presence. They kick it out to Roberts. This is Dusha now. Jackman, another 3 ball. This one doesn't go, and Robinson grabs the board. 2-point lead here for the Lions. Gweed sets the screen. And now Robinson splits the D. Driving.
Whoa! Excellent footwork there from Justin Robinson.
What a move from JR. This is Dusha now over the timeline. Lucas. Jackman. Watched by Akinawim. Lucas. Driving. Attacking into the double team. Puts it up. And we have a travel against Ed Lucas as he dribbles into a double team. Good defense from the Lions, H.
Excellent defense from the Lions, not committing themselves there, just stay in position. Great call from the referee. The guy, I mean, it's a great game, actually. I mean, the potential is just so much more, so much more to come. I mean, it's only the first quarter, and, you know, you can see the makings of what's going to be a thriller of a game today.
Speaking of defense, a couple of defensive bulldogs check in now. Andre Lockhart, he's a pit bull on the defensive end. And for the Royals, Sam the Man Toluwasi has been getting it done all season with steals and blocks, and certainly plays above his stature. Gweed to inbound now to Lockhart, the Bayesian international. Gets the screen from Peel and crosses the timeline. Watched by Dusha now. Robinson playing off ball and draws the foul on Roberts. So with 44 seconds left to go, we'll have Lions ball on the sidelines. Andre Lockhart to inbound. As it's been a seesaw affair here as both teams started slow but have certainly picked up the scoring now. Akinawim. Robinson, 7 on the shot clock. He's got a mismatch on Rogers. Looks to exploit it and goes high off the glass and can't get it to go. Rogers throws it away. Peel with the steal. And the Lions can play for last shot now with 12 seconds to go. Robinson watched by Roberts. Robinson driving. Step back from the elbow.
Whoa!
What a move. And Dusha lets it go. It'll count! Dusha's going on the highlight reel.
Excitement at the copper box. And it's only the first quarter. Excellent stuff out there. Great British basketball being played out there.
Alvisi Dusha, what a shot. And after one quarter of play, not much to choose from between these two teams. The Lions came out with a big lead, H, but as the Royals have done all season, they've showed a lot of resiliency fighting back into this one and have started to look more joined now together. They looked a bit not quite on the same page to start things.
Oh, yeah, Coach Jay Williams has rotated his bench well. All players have made an appearance in the first quarter, so that's why he's obviously getting all the cobwebs off early. The Lions, they've rotated their bench also. This is some great matchups out there, some great basketball that's going to be played. Both teams are playing tough D, and they're definitely attacking the bucket when they get their chance.
So not much to choose from between these two squads. The Lions shooting 52% in the first quarter, the Royals 43%, and from the three-point arc, distinct advantage for the London Lions, shooting 4 of 7 behind the arc, while the Royals have shot 2 of 6.
Yeah, the good thing about what's happened tonight is once the Lions warm up, you like the likes of Justin, and he hits a couple to start with early, and Jordan Spencer, once they hit a few early, then it's all, it's all go. It just opens up the court for the other players to think, right, now the confidence is going, we can take shots. So you'll see, like, Ladros put a couple of shots as well. Paul Guida's definitely going to put up some shots when he's back on, and, the whole thing lights up once the 3 points start going, because that's an aspect of the game which everyone likes, the spectacular shot from outside.
Both teams like to play at a fast pace, fast break points, favoring the London Lions in the first quarter, 7-0. So we'll see if the Royals look to run a little bit more and get out in transition. This is Peel now, jab step, backing in. Peel from the elbow. Doesn't go, and tracking it down is Dusha. And he saves it now to Jackman. Jackman, triple team. Jackman, Euro step out to Roberts. Attacks the closeout, puts up the teardrop. Jackman with the offensive board, and he's fouled. Some good play from the London native Orland Jackman, doing the dirty work on the boards, H.
Yeah, Orland's been a journeyman. He's done London, he's done Newcastle, he's done Cheshire. He knows the BBL game, and he's gonna, once he gets inside that key, he's gonna create a problem for them. He's gonna keep hustling until he gets fouled and something's called.
Jackman has seen some silverware in his day and added to that collection just over a week ago up in Glasgow with the BBL trophy, averaging 10 points on the season, shooting 69% from the free throw line, the product of Oklahoma City University. 6'7" swingman Orland Jackman certainly brings that defensive presence to this team as well. Can get you steals and extra possessions, and Dusha almost came up with one there. Here's Tab, and he walked.
Yeah, he realizes.
You need a passport if you want to travel, and Ladarius Tab left his at home. Jackman on to Dusha now. Lockhart is going to hound him the length of the court. This is Jackman now on to Rogers. Toluwasi. Dusha gets the screen. Working on Paul Guide. Crossing over. Driving and picks up the foul. Dusha has that speed and quickness. Good move by him to attack Guide on that mismatch.
Yeah, that was a good move by Dusha, although I thought it was a bit of a soft call personally on Guide. He didn't really do much at all to impede Dusha. There you go.
Rogers, kick out to Toluwasi, driving. Roberts wide open in the corner, splash.
Excellent shot there.
The American A.J. Roberts connecting from downtown. This is Robinson now. Akinawim battling against Rogers. This is Robinson up top, kick out to Lockhart. Working on Dusha. Guide up top, 6 on the shot clock. And we have a foul, looks like on Josh Rogers. So both teams going into their bench early, H, and both squads with games on the weekend. So we'll definitely see depth be a storyline in this one, won't we?
I think this is going to be pivotal for certainly the Royals, because they're going to want the points from this game to move up the league. They're currently in 4th place at the moment. The Lions are really hot. They're the informed team in the BBL at the moment, the Lions are. So this is a great matchup. Whoever wins this game, obviously, has London bragging rights for the summer.
That's out of bounds on the Lions, and the momentum really starting to shift in the favor of the visitors, if you can call them that, tonight. The Royals outscoring the Lions 5-0 here in the second quarter so far. Tolawasi. This is Dusha in the corner, gets the screen from Brian Amani. Kick out, Jackman driving. Picks up his dribble. Now it's MBA going to work. Drives right into Curvin Bristol. Tries to gather his own rebound. Hits the floor. And now attacks and goes up off the glass with a strong move from the big fella.
Excellent play there from AMBA.
Now Robinson gets the screen from Bristol. Spinning, working on Roberts. Kick out. Guide likes the three ball. Triggers it. It's long. And tracking it down is Curvin Bristol with the offensive board. Fresh 14 on the shot clock now. Robinson. Nice crossover. Euro stepping and draws the foul on Sam Tolawasi. Justin Robinson really putting the lines on his back in the early going here, age 7 points already.
Yeah, Justin realizes that if the outside shot isn't going to go in, then, you know, if they attack the bucket, something's going to happen because, you know, those players are so quick, someone's going to hit him. You know, and it's an excellent read of the game, what he's doing at the moment.
Justin Robinson coming back home to play, the Brixton native inspired by Jimmy Rogers. And what a season he has had this year. Last year, we all know what a tremendous performance he put in on way to be named BBL MVP. And he's looking for some more silverware this year after already hoisting the BBL Cup up in Birmingham. One of the best pure shooters in the BBL, and he goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Jackman on to Dusha. Back to Jackman, they play catch.
Andre Lockhart gets close to him.
Lockhart
look at that.
strips him.
Pressure defense there from Andre Lockhart.
And now
nice play there from Jackman.
Roberts going up top.
In your face, oh my days.
Roberts posterizing him. Robinson now, 3 ball, looking to answer back. What a response from JR. Exciting stuff at the Copper Box Arena. Dusha with the dribble, handoff now to Roberts. Brian Amani, Jackman, Euro stepping with the left hand, can't get it to go, and it's Bristol pulling down the board. On to Guide. Hustles over the timeline and he double dribbles on a costly turnover, one that didn't seem to be needed, H.
No, Paul could have actually just held the ball up, get the ball in the hands of Justin or Andre, but Paul's a useful player and he can dribble. It's just unfortunate that time he got caught for a double dribble. You know, just basic error that's happened there.
So Spencer and Peel check in as Guide and Robinson will take a breather for the Lions. This is Dangakoto back in the game for the Royals. Brian Manning up top. Neighbor. Smooth shooting big man. Swings it now to Hamilton. Hamilton, and that's a shot clock violation.
Excellent defense from the Lions to cause that turnover.
It's a bit of a tentative offense from the Royals on that possession. And now it's Spencer the other way for the Lions. Gets the screen from Peel, and we'll bring it up over the timeline. He's watched by Dangakoto. Plays catch with Bristol. Spencer stripped, and it's going to be last touch on the Lions. So turnover on the youngster.
Yeah, he was trying to get the ball over to Jarrell Cora on the other side. You know, just lost control slightly of the ball, and he's not happy with the decision. He felt that there was a deflection, but referee Rob Hickman on the baseline says, no, mate, no contact there whatsoever.
Dangakoto going to work now. Dangakoto knifing into the
go
paint.
All the way.
Puts on the brakes, kick out. Hamilton wide open, 3 ball. Splash from the captain.
Trophy MVP, Ashley Hamilton.
Lockhart picks up his dribble. NBA gambled looking for the steal. And now it's Okoro attacking. Okoro denied inside from Neighbor. Showing that crafty veteran Will Neighbor getting setting the block, and he's not the most athletic big man, Rick, but certainly has great basketball sense, Will Neighbor.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he's been around a long time, and he's got good fundamentals, that's the thing. And of course, he's got his outside shot as well. Makes him a very difficult opponent.
Spencer with a 3-ball. 1-point game now. Royals in the lead. This is Neighbor backing in on Okoro. Fading. And he gets it to go. That's one of his shots. Will Neighbor loves that spin around fade.
Bit of a mismatch there. Will Neighbor on Okoro.
This is Peel, watched by Neighbor. And we're going to have a foul off the ball on Andre Lockhart, an offensive foul against him. Dangakoto drawing the foul. So things starting to get a little bit chippy here. These two teams, quite the rivalry is building up between these two squads.
Yeah, well, it's a serious thing. We're talking about the two London teams facing off against each other. I'd expect things to be hard, let's say.
We're talking about the Battle of London, right?
Absolutely.
Foul on the play. And Will Neighbor, earlier in the season, missed a couple games with a back injury, so always concern when he gets fouled out there for the Royals. This is Brian Manning on to Dangakoto now. Dangakoto driving, nice Euro step. Puts up the teardrop off the window. Nice move from the youngster. Did a lot of his development in Slovenia. This is Kervin Bristol, the American. Big Kev, nice dish to Peel, and he's denied inside from Hamilton. Tab, kick out, throws it away, and it's Dangakoto being a presence on the defensive end right now. Smooth crown jewels on to Lucas. This is Neighbor. Boy next door backing in on the London Flyer. Spinning, Neighbor, automatic from there. Will Neighbor knocking down the fade. And the London City Royals opening up a bit of a lead here, 41-34. Rick, what do the Lions need to get back to in this one?
They need to make things a bit tougher for the Royals on offense. They're scoring a little bit easier than I think the Lions would like. And at the same time, they need to execute a bit better on offense. Because they've not scored very much in the last few minutes.
18-8, the Royals outscoring the Lions. Defense has been the Lions' calling card this season, so we'll see if they can bring it up to another level here. Royals shooting 55% right now, Rick, and you're not going to win too many games if you let your opposition shoot 55%.
No, absolutely not. Well, I'm sure the Lions will bring their defense back now. I think Vince needed that timeout just to settle things down and maybe break up the Royals' rhythm for a little bit. So we'll see how they go now.
Points in the paint favoring the Royals 18-10. Are you a bit surprised by that with Bristol back in the lineup for the Lions? But of course, being out takes you out of your flow a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, the Royals are a good team inside. I mean, they've got Brian Manning, they've got Will Neighbor, and of course Ashley Hamilton. So you know, there's only so much one big guy can do on the defensive end.
Robinson driving, he'll go to the free throw line. Do you think we might see Coach Vince McCauley experiment a little bit with his lineup and perhaps put two bigs out there with Flo Larkai and Bristol at the same time?
I don't really think so. I don't think so. I mean, I would have thought Flo Larkai would have got into the game by now if Vince was planning on using him like that. I'm surprised, actually, he hasn't been in the game yet.
It's Robinson with 13 points already in the early proceedings of this one. Make it 14. One of the best free throw shooters in the BBL. A great role model as well. This is Hamilton up top. Hamilton. Neighbor. on the baseline. Double comes. Gweed looking for the steal, and it's a travel on Will Neighbor. Good recognition from the Lions to trap Will Neighbor there on the baseline.
Yeah, it was. Paul Gweed got across there very quickly, put extra pressure on him. I mean, it wasn't a good look with Justin Robinson on him anyway. But that's one of the calling cards of the Lions defensively. They do get in and help. They don't mind switching. So sometimes you will get mismatches.
Rattles around and Spencer gets it to go. And the Lions needed that basket. Back to within 3 now. Hamilton driving baseline, pulls up, baseline jumper, 18-footer doesn't go. And now Spencer turning it the other way, pull up 3, he's feeling it! Jordan Spencer on fire, and we're all tied at 41, just like that, as the Lions making a nice run here, Rick, and the 3 ball's certainly been a story for the Lions this season. Of course, Spencer, Peel, and Justin Robinson can shoot it. Tonight, they are 8 for 12, 66%, just phenomenal shooting.
That's good going. That's very good. I mean, it looks like Jordan Spencer's come out to play today. And I think he's the star man so far, really.
Spencer with a game-high 17 points. Robinson with 14. Their next top scorer, Bristol, with 4. They really need a third big wheel there. We haven't seen much offensively from Peel or Tab yet.
No, I mean, I don't think that's a particular worry. They've not really shot very much. But, I mean, they can blow up at any moment. The Lions have got lots of weapons in their arsenal.
Lions also winning the battle on the board so far, out-rebounding the Royals 16-11. We'll see if that becomes a storyline too as this one progresses. Get the feeling that those extra possessions are going to be the difference in this one, as it's going to go down to the wire. It's Hamilton now on to Dangakoto. Up over the timeline. Dangakoto all the way to the rack for the finger roll. Coast to coast, smooth crown jewels. Now this is Robinson up over the timeline. On to Spencer. The real deal Peel. Gweed. Robinson. Watched by Lucas. Robinson crossing over, splitting the D. Looking inside for Peel, and that's going to be a kick ball on the Royals. Not a bad play by the Royals, Rick.
Yeah. I mean, once Justin Robinson gets past his man and bounces the ball in, you expect nothing but 2 points. So, yeah, if they can stop it any way they can.
Dangakoto checks out as Alvisi Dusha comes into this one. And now Spencer. Can't get it to go from the free throw line, and this is Gweed with the offensive board. Spencer, direct in traffic, gets the screen from Bristol into the paint now. Puts on the brakes, finds a nice cutting Brandon Peel. The real deal Peel with the cut. This is Hamilton working on Peel. Up to Matthew Bryan and Manning. Dusha. Picks up his dribble, finds Hamilton. He's got 10 on the shot clock. Going one-on-one with Peel. And can't get it to go. He's long on that attempt, and Bristol has to tie his shoe. The Lions momentarily down 4-on-5. Spencer driving, and certainly some contact there from Dusha. A good call from the officials. It's 1:35 left to go, and we'll have a couple more substitutions as A.J. Roberts will come into this one, and Ed Lucas will check out. 1 point advantage for the London Lions, and they have possession as well with Robinson to inbound on to Bristol. Bristol hands it off to Robinson. This is Spencer up top. Peel fading. Doesn't go, and Hamilton has it knocked out of his hands. This is Spencer. Peel driving. Smart, savvy move. from the stat sheet stuffer. The stat sheet stuffer, Brandon Peel getting it done inside. This is Dusha now. On to Roberts. Dusha. Working on Robinson. Dusha. Step back. Thought about it. Now gets it on to Roberts. Roberts watched by Guide. This is Neighbor backing in. 2 on the shot clock. Forces it up. And Robinson comes down with the defensive board and turns on the Jets. Robinson going coast to coast. And he'll go to the free throw line on a beautiful individual effort from Justin Robinson. He's fired up for this one, Rick. Absolutely
he is. When he's been playing with half of the Royals team for all of his youth. So I'm sure he's got some scores to settle. I mean, that's even when you don't consider the result of the trophy final last week.
So JR goes to the free throw line, averaging 19.1 points per game. Top scorer for the Lions, and making a case again for BBL MVP, although he has some stiff competition from a man on the floor as well on the other side, Matthew Bryan Amani.
There is. I mean, there were some good players on some of the other teams as well.
And it's Hamilton drawing the foul as the Lions look to press. 40 seconds to go here. 5-point advantage for the Lions. And it'll send Ashley Hamilton to the free throw line. Hamilton averaging 13.7 points per game. He's suited up in 12 league games here as he was slowed to start the season from an injury. And was one of the big signings by Director of Basketball Operations Namo Shiri. Heralded a historic moment when he was able to get Hamilton to put pen to paper and commit to the Royals. After a successful campaign in Spain with Manresa, returning them back to ACB top division in Spain. And now this is Spencer. And he's met by Matthew Bryan Amani with the foul. So 3-point lead here for the home side London Lions over the visiting London City Royals, and they're into the penalty, so that'll put Spencer at the charity stripe, and Spencer is a 86% shooter from the free throw line and averaging 9.7 points per game, but he's certainly looked stronger as this season's progressed, Rick.
Yeah, he has. He started off the season pretty quietly, but it's strange. Sometimes he has quiet games, and other times he just goes crazy. I mean, he's hit 5 3-pointers so far today, so he's really come to play.
It's that next step he needs to make with the maturation of a young player, is that consistency, bringing it day in and day out.
Yeah, you're right. That's right. That's one of the most difficult things, of course, for a young player.
Dusha going to work now on Spencer. Kicks it out to Roberts. Roberts driving, nice stuff
Super
by
block. Brandon Peel.
Brandon Peel's got some elevators in those feet of his, and he got up to deny on that one. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor with 12 seconds to go. A 5-point advantage for the London Lions. Very important, Rick, for the City Royals to try and get some points here and go into the break with a bit of momentum and up their confidence a little.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they'll be looking to stop the Lions on this, what should be the last offense of the quarter. So let's see how they go.
It's been a game of runs here tonight. The Lions going on an 8-0 run, and the City Royals before that on a 10-0 run. So certainly both these teams have that ability to get hot in a hurry.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, if one defense slacks off just a little bit, the other team will zip in and take advantage. But I mean, this is what we'd expect. I'd expect teams to go on mini runs, but the other team will always pull it back and we're down to 5 points now.
Both teams shooting 50%. The difference in this one at the three-point line, 8 of 12 for the London Lions. The City Royals, 5 of 9. Both shooting tremendous percentages, over 50%. And the Lions, 83% from the free throw line. The Royals, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. So what a spectacle of British basketball we've seen tonight. Some
absolutely.
great offensive efforts.
Okay, here we go, last few seconds.
Spencer, can he get it off? Double team comes. Peel puts it up, it'll count! Highlight reel stuff, buzzer beaters at both ends of the court. First it was Elvisi Dusha with a half-court heave, and then it's Brandon Peel in midair throwing it up and getting nothing from net. And the crowd getting their money's worth in this one, Rick. What an exciting game we've seen.
Yeah, that was a super play. Jordan Spencer's shot being blocked, and Brandon Peel getting in, taking it, and shooting straight up, not even bothering to land. But of course he had to do that, otherwise he'd have run out of time. It's tremendous.
7-point advantage for the London Lions. What kind of adjustments do the City Royals need to make here if they're going to come back here?
I think they've got to do a little bit more on defense concerning the three-pointers from the Lions. They need to make them shoot a bit more under pressure. I think they're trying to collapse in, maybe for rebounds or to stop the bigger Lions players from taking advantage. But all that's happening is that the guards for the Lions are getting in with their three-pointers.
So the London Lions out in front, 52-45 over the London City Royals. For Rick Hines, Henderson Gabriel, I'm Mike Weber. Thanks for being with us. We'll be back with more BBL exciting action here at the Copper Box Arena. We're in for a dandy. The Battle of London, the Clash of the Titans. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Phoenix Star Academy. Give her a big round of applause. Right, guys, before we get back underway here on this BBL Championship game, I would like to offer the court up to the WBA Intercontinental Cruiser Champion, Richard Reactor. Guys, give Richard a big round of applause. Your current WBA Intercontinental Cruiserweight Champion. Okay, after dodgy photos are out of the way. So, Richard, 2 weeks ago you had your first defence against Tommy McCarthy, who you banged out, KO, 4th round. How does that feel, buddy?
We went in there with a game plan, we executed professionally, got the win, and moving on to the next one.
Okay, so congratulations for everyone at the Lions here in your first defence of your championship. So we've got to ask, the two biggest teams, arguably, in London basketball here tonight, who are you rooting for, Richard?
I'm a bit on the fence, but I like the London Lions. I saw their cup game. Against the Glasgow Rocks. That was in January. I was there live, and I really like Brandon Peels. Brandon Peels movement, man. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. Sounds like Richard, you know more about basketball than I do about boxing anyway. So, everyone, give Richard a big round of applause, and make sure you give him a follow on Instagram. Checking out his next fights. I'm sure they're going to be announced very soon. So, if people wanted to follow you on Instagram, how do they do that, Richard?
You can follow me, just type in my name, Richard Reactor. I'll spell it for you. R_RIAKPORHE. I'll probably tag in this event anyway, so you can check it out. Hopefully, man. Next up and coming cruiserweight.
There we go. Well done, champ. Enjoy the rest of the game. And it's been an absolute pleasure. Richard Reactor, your WBA Intercontinental Cruiserweight Champion. Two in each corner over here as you're looking from the announcer's table towards the court. Don't forget, guys, we got 50-50 raffle tickets on sale here this evening. So as it says on the tin, you have the chance to win 50% of the takings of that raffle. So make sure you get yourself a ticket. Remember, you got to be in it to win it. And we're back for you. I'll leave you with my man, Mr. Play, the internationally known, the award-winning, internationally known.
Welcome back to the Copper Box Arena, where it's the home side London Lions 52-45 in front of the visiting, if you will, London City Royals here in the Battle of London. And Rick, it's been everything we thought it would be after the first half, and what a spectacle the fans are seeing. Some of the top British basketballers out there lighting it up, on pace for, might even see 100 points topped here tonight. And your thoughts on how things went in the first half?
It's been very exciting. There were a few lulls in play, but things have livened up quite a lot in the last few minutes. The Lions 7 points up, which isn't much really in terms of a game like this. And I should think the Royals will want to come out and get those 7 points back straight away or as quickly as they can.
Rebounding, a big story in this one so far. Lions have been doing a great job cleaning the glass. 22 rebounds to the Royals 11. Do you think we'll see the Royals sending more guys to the hoop to try and corral some rebounds?
I think they will. They'll certainly try and win all of their defensive boards, and hopefully people like NBA and Will Neighbour will try and pick up a few offensive rebounds. But I mean, the Lions are very good defensively on the boards, so it's going to be difficult for them.
Lions shooting 8 of 12 from beyond the arc. Royals are going to need to run them off the three-point line.
Yeah, they are. Most of those 3-pointers have been pretty much uncontested. But they move the ball very well. But yeah, you're right. The Royals do have to get out and play some defense on these 3-point shooters.
Some of the best three-point shooters in the BBL. The Royals with 3 in the top 10 in Dusha, Will Neighbour, and Ed Lucas, all shooting above 40%. And we all know what Justin Robinson can do from behind the arc, and we've seen what Spencer can do. Here's Lucas. Skip to my Lewis, stripped. And here comes Robinson the other way. Spencer driving all the way to the rack, and he lays it in for 2. This is Dusha now.
21 points, Jordan Spencer. And we've just started the second half.
Dusha gets the screen from NBA. Dusha puts on the brakes. Dishes off to Matthew Bryan and Manning. That's why they call him Dishes for Days.
I think they were lucky not to have got a travel call there.
Spencer attacking. Spencer puts on the brakes. Robinson gets the screen from Big Kev. Robinson driving. Pulls it back. Peel hoists up the 3 ball. It's long, and tracking it down with another hustle rebound is Curvin Bristol. Fresh 14 on the clock. Spencer, they swing it. Tab from the corner. It's long. Bristol comes down with it. Robinson will reload. Splash from Robinson.
That's something the Royals can do without. For the 2 offensive rebounds there from the Lions. And in the end, the 3-pointer from Robinson.
Lions back up to double digits with the lead. Ryan Manning puts it up. It's short. Will Neighbour comes down with it. He's got 3 on the shot clock. He's got to get it off in a hurry. Neighbour forces it up. And it's Peel coming down with the board. Spencer running now. Spencer pulls up from the elbow. And Jordan Spencer feeling it right now. Get the feeling he's gonna rack up a new career high tonight. Brian Manning puts it on the floor. NBA Live. And it's a foul on the floor. And 8 minutes left to go, and it's a 12-point advantage for the London Lions.
Foul number 2. Bristol.
So Matthew Bryan and Manning, 12 points so far. In this one, the University of Washington product, where he played college ball with Drew Holiday and also Terrence Ross, a couple of NBAers. This is Jackman now. Peel with the steal. And now Bristol on to Robinson. Robinson over the timeline. Watched now by Jackman. Robinson puts on the Jets, driving. Bristol from the elbow. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Curvin Bristol connecting from the elbow.
That's his shot, really. His outside shot. He loves that.
Dusha. Jackman trying to answer back from the elbow. It's off, and Bristol protects the board. And now it is Robinson over the timeline, watched by Jackman. Robinson gets the screen from Bristol, pulls up for 3. It's short, and Neighbour tracks down the board. Dusha. Hamilton driving into the paint. Kicks out to Neighbour. And it's going to be a last touch on the line, so will remain Royal ball. And we're going to have a timeout here as Royals have come out looking a little bit sloppy and disjointed here to start the third, Rick.
Yeah, they have. And Jay Williams wants to shake him up a little bit, so he's called a timeout.
Lions outscoring the Royals 9-2 here in the third so far, opening up a 14-point advantage. And Jordan Spencer and Justin Robinson, how about that backcourt for the London Lions, combining for 42 points, Rick, already?
Yeah, I think they're certainly the best backcourt pairing in the league. They're not the biggest, but they're certainly among the very quickest of pairings, and they complement each other very well. They can both play the one or the two. You know, really doesn't make any difference. In fact, I think really Jordan Spencer is doing better on assists than Justin Robinson this season so far.
Robinson with 6 dimes already in this one, and you get the feeling that he could be on pace to grab a double-double in this one. He's had great recognition. He's got that basketball sense, and certainly putting in another strong effort for the London Lions.
Yep, Jordan Spencer averaging 5.9 assists a game. Justin Robinson 4.7. And they're both in the top 10 for the league.
Hamilton to inbound. And NBA walks the tightrope to keep it in bounds. Neighbor. Dusha. On to Jackman. Hamilton driving with the finger roll. Ashley Hamilton inside, the GB International. Spencer over the timeline, watched by Jackman. Nice spin move from Spencer, pulls up from the short corner. It's short, Peel, good resiliency on the boards. Here comes Peel, and he's denied inside. NBA got a piece of it, deflection. And now with numbers, Tab going up top, and he's stripped by Dusha. Going to be last touch on the Royals. And officials will discuss, and it's going to be, in fact, last touch on the Lions now will be Royals ball. It's a 14-point deficit. The Royals have a bit of work to do here if they're going to climb back into this one.
Yeah, there's been a few mistakes from both teams in the last couple of minutes.
Dusha. On to Jackman, plays catch with him. Now to Hamilton. NBA with a strong move, and he'll go to the free throw line. Matthew Bryan Manning adding to his silverware collection just a little bit over a week ago with the BBL trophy, won titles in Mexico, Japan, Argentina. So certainly a guy that definitely has some winning pedigree. And he's brought that here to the City Royals, the native of Croydon. And Matthew Bryan, amazing. Knocks the first one down from the free throw line where he's shooting 62%.
This is his first visit to the line this game.
Something a bit surprising. We've seen him shooting the 3-ball early in this one. Perhaps the intimidation factor of Kervin Bristol, a storyline in this one.
Yeah, could be.
Robinson, hand off to Spencer. Spencer attacking. Spencer. Bristol, baseline jumper. Doesn't go. Tipped in from Peel.
Brandon Peel.
Brandon Peel doing it all tonight. Hamilton swings it. And it's going to be the last touch on Peel and will remain Royals ball as Sam Tulawasi checks back in, and Matthew Bryan Manning will take a breather. Coach Jay Williams played in Crystal Palace where he started his youth basketball. Now it's Sam Tulawasi to inbound. The Nigerian international started the season in Italy. Hamilton, Dusha. Dusha puts up the 3-ball. Dusha!
Good look! Oh! Dusha!
making it rain from outside. This is Robinson going to work on Hamilton. This is Peel. Robinson driving, dribble penetration, pull back three. Rattles in for JR. Dusha. Hamilton on the wing. Back to Dusha. The diminutive point guard, almost stripped. Picks up his dribble. Gets it on to Hamilton. Hamilton jab step into the paint. Power move.
That's nice.
Fading. Got it.
That's nice from Ashley Hamilton there.
Big time move from the GB International. Spencer driving, and he's going to draw a foul on the play. Good aggressive play from Jordan Spencer.
Jordan's having a fantastic game today. He's come out to play. He's playing in London against the other London team, and it's a pride thing out there. He's got some great stats this year. As you said, the backcourt between himself and Justin's fantastic this season. They've gelled together excellently, and they seem to know whichever, if one's not going inside, the other one's on the outside on the perimeter waiting for. Oh, what a slam there! Ah, Bristol!
What a pass from Spencer to Bristol. The vision, the dunk, the slam. This is Tolawasi. Tolawasi going to work. Dangakoto backing in now. Hamilton. AGP going to work, and it's going to be last touch on the Lions. With 4:19 left to go, it's a 15-point lead for the London Lions. Same
third quarter mentality from the Lions.
Outscoring the Royals 16-10 here in the third. Jackman. This is Hamilton. Hoists up a deep three to beat the shot clock, and Tab reels in a defensive board and gets it on to Spencer now. He's watched by Dangakoto, one of the best perimeter defenders in the BBL. Spencer driving. Gweed attacking, kick out. Spencer, three ball.
Excellent play. When the man's hot, find the man.
Spencer unconscious in this one. Hamilton. Brian Manning backing in. Going to work on Bristol. Nice dish to Tolawasi with the reverse. And Sam the Man will go to the free throw line.
Great assist there from AMB.
So Sam Tolawasi will go to the free throw line as AJ Roberts will check in.
Tolawasi, a product of the Joe White Heat team back in the 80s, back in the 90s. Come through and has done a really good job. He's played all over the place now. He's an excellent player.
Tolawasi makes good on the first attempt. He's averaging 6.3 points per game on the season and shooting 67% from the charity stripe. And certainly one of those hard-nosed players that brings his hard hat and his lunch pail to work, and
excellent too there.
Will do the grinding and the digging for you. Royal showing press. This is Gweed. Spencer. Watched by AJ Roberts. And now Peel will come up to set the screen. Spencer on Brian Manning, and MB8 almost got the steal.
He's got great agility for a big man as our NBA.
So Lions are going to call a timeout. Coach Vince McCauley going to talk things over, and what a season and what a year it's been for Vince McCauley, leading this squad to an 18-2 record. Took over last year at midway point of the season, led the Lions to second place. They went all the way to the finals before losing to Leicester. And now this season, already winning the BBL Cup, came also close to winning the BBL Trophy, and this textbook season they've had so far.
Yeah, Vince has had a fantastic season. He's got a fantastic coaching team behind him. The guys, he's got a great complement of fellas that want to play with each other. There's no ego out there. He's done a great job with the Lions team this year. You know, his players are wanting to play. He's given them ambition, and they're doing very well. You know, he got coach of the month earlier on in this season. You know, so he's had an exciting season, and it can only get better for him. You know, obviously, the thing is, right, we've got 2 coach of the month coaches out there, so this is just a great spectacle for London.
Jay Williams named coach of the month here in the BBL in February, leading his squad to a 12-7 record so far. What a start they've had in their inaugural season in the BBL. So
Curve Bristol!
Big Kev knocking it down from the elbow. That's his shot.
10 points there for Curve Bristol.
And now it's Dangakoto knifing his way into the paint, and he's denied.
Get out of here!
Peel the other way. Peel kicks out. Spencer, 3-ball. This time it doesn't go, and it's cleaned up by Guide.
Yeah, Paul Guide. Product of Hackney Whiteheat, another Joe White prodigy who's come through the system.
18-point advantage right now for the Lions, and we've got a foul on the play. Looks like Robinson perhaps is going to be called for the foul, and we're going to have Joe Akinwin checking in now.
Joe, a great clutch shot player. Scored so many crucial threes in this franchise for the London Lions over the years.
Roberts. And it's Peel.
Peel with the steal.
The claw, Brandon Peel. And Spencer draws the foul.
Possible 3-point play for Jordan Spencer. He's having a fantastic night out there, enjoying himself in the capital, the heart of the Copper Box in the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park.
So Andre Lockhart, the Bayesian international, will check back in for the Lions. And what a game Jordan Spencer's having. 28 points so far. Make it 29.
Jordan Spencer on the 3-point play there.
Dangakoto up over the timeline and gets the screen from Jackman. He'll slow things up and direct traffic. He's got 12 on the shot clock. To Lawasi, Neighbor, kick out. Dangakoto attacks the closeout and he threw it away.
Good defense there from the Lions, forcing that error there.
So Dangakoto will check out, and Alvisi Dusha will come back into this one, and had a terrific game up in Glasgow at the BBL Trophy. Of course, the Royals without Wes Washburn back in the U.S. as he looks after some visa issues, and he's a difference maker. Akinwin, 3-ball.
Oh! Captain Joe Akinwin with a signature free there.
Dusha, dribble handoff to Jackman. Jackman
pulls up.
18-footer doesn't go, and now it's Spencer with the board. Lockhart puts on the brakes. Akinwin setting. It's Peel with the turnaround.
Jordan Peel.
And a timeout called here as the London Lions with a 25-point advantage, running away with it here, H. They've looked terrific in the third quarter.
The third quarter's been fantastic for the Lions this third quarter. We've seen them do this to so many other teams. The Royals are the only team they haven't really done this to previously, and they're making up for lost time because they're saying, look, you're on our home court, we're top of the league, you know, we've got something here, we're going to prove that we're the top boys in London. You might have got one trophy, but we want everything else, and they're certainly playing like champions at the moment.
Outscoring the opposition 31-12 here in the third quarter. The London Lions And what a third quarter it's been.
The Royals are going to need their big players now to come out and give them something to aim for in this dying minute and a bit left of this quarter, just to get the quarter into perspective, because otherwise the Lions will pull away in the fourth quarter, no doubt. So the Royals will have to just close the deficit now.
Big three have been quiet tonight. Brian Manning and Hamilton with 13 each. Will Neighbor with just 7. A.J. Roberts gets the screen from Neighbor, and that's going to be a kickball on Peel.
Yeah, the Lions are playing great defense. They're throwing anything they can to stop these passes from getting to where they should be going.
Certainly been a swarming defense used by head coach Vince McCauley tonight. And it's certainly disrupted this London City Royals offense, which is one of the best in the BBL and can score in bunches. Dusha picks up his dribble, gets it on to Neighbor. Neighbor driving, backing in on Peel. And he's stripped. Here comes Spencer on the break. Lead! And it doesn't go, and it's Neighbor with the defensive board. Dusha now will push it the other way, under a minute to go here in the third.
There
Dusha,
the Royals.
Dribble handoff to Tolawasi. Tolawasi on to Neighbor. He's watched by Peel. A.J. Roberts, the American, the Hemel Storm star last season, on to Neighbor. Neighbor stripped.
Stormed. Called on Andre Lockhart.
And Lockhart can't believe it.
Well spotted there by referee Keith Williams.
A.J. Roberts, the product of Union University, a 6'5" guard, and now it'll be Will Neighbor that goes to the free throw line. And Will Neighbor played his college ball at Arkansas Little Rock. 6'10" forward. He's your prototypical stretch four. He can really space the floor, and he's so gifted offensively. A lot of things he can do that players his size can't do. This is Spencer now. Over the timeline, pushing the pace. Lockhart, 3-ball. Lines it up, it doesn't go. Neighbor with the board. Dusha, pushing it the other way. Dusha gets the screen, and now finds Jackman. Tolawasi hoists up the corner 3. It's long, and it's going to be last touch on Roberts. Lions ball. 24-point advantage. Will be interesting to see, if we perhaps see the Royals go to their press, as they need to force some turnovers, and they're running out of time in this one.
They've been formidable this season with the full-court press, and they are going to need to do something very sharp. I'm sure Coach Junior Williams will have a plan for the fourth quarter along those lines, where they're going to try and put a lot of pressure on the London guards to see if they can get some turnovers.
He's showing the press right now. It's Lockhart. Tolawasi all over him. On to Spencer. He'll get it over the timeline. And now we'll play for a last shot. Spencer, kick out. Extra pass. Lockhart doesn't go, and it's Jackman, and that will do it as Jackman hoists it up. So at the end of 3 quarters, it's the London Lions 83, the London City Royals 59. And a big hill to climb here, for the London City Royals. They're going to need to be firing on all cylinders.
It is. They're going to need those. Also, they're going to need the stars to come out and really play a tough at least the first 3-4 minutes of the fourth quarter. They're going to need to actually put some serious pressure on the Lions, get some turnovers. The big players will come to town, Hamilton and MJ, and if they can get Ed Lucas to come in and shoot some threes, they're back in this game. This game is no way over. The Royals are not going to sit back and let the Lions pull away. You can bet your life on that. So we're just going to be in for something phenomenal in the fourth quarter. Coach Vince McCauley's just got to say to his guys, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep going inside when you can. Use Jordan Spence today because he's very hot. So give him the ball. I mean, the Royals haven't realised that if they take him out of the equation, that's part of their problem solved, really, because he's having a phenomenal game today. He's dishing it off well, and he's taking the shots when he needs to.
Big story tonight has been Ed Lucas. He was the hero up in Glasgow, hitting that three-pointer with 7 seconds to go. Just 2 points tonight, both coming way of free throws. They need to get him some open looks, perhaps pair him with MBA and try and draw the double team for a kick-out open look.
Absolutely, but they haven't even started him, which is surprising. You know, Dusha's had a great game, but if they want to get Ed warm, they need to get him in early rather than later.
Neighbor above the break.
And
And
we know he can do that.
53% from behind the arc on the season. The BBL's top three-point shooter. And that's going to be, referees will confer, and it's going to be last touch on the Royals.
Current score, London Knights 83, City Royals 62.
So we'll see if the Royals look to the three ball a little, and that Will Neighbor three-pointer is just about automatic. Robinson going to work on Roberts. And now the double comes. Guide, nice pass. Akinawim.
Oh, Mr. Roberts. Ah! Yeah!
Dusha.
Lamar Roberts gets 2 points, opens his account.
Dusha on to Neighbor. Neighbor swings it. Roberts from downtown.
Great shot there from AJ.
Lockhart now. Up over the timeline on to Guide. He's watched by Tolawasi. Bayesian International. And there's a deep two.
Oh!
Paul Guide.
Paul Guide.
Former GB International. And now it's Jackman with a strong move. And he'll go to the free throw line. It's been a quiet night here for Orland Jackman, one of the veteran players. He's got to provide more leadership for this squad tonight.
Certainly he will. Just now you could see the difference in stature and Oland's played in the BBL for so many different years against Lamar Roberts there, mid smash he's gonna do that to him all night. So Roberts will have to adjust and let's maybe not give him that space to do what he's going to do, because he's going to do that all night on Lamar if Lamar's marking him all night.
So Jackman knocks them both down. 7 points on the night for him.
Okay.
And
Ashley Hamilton back in. It's going to be interesting now.
Oh! Akinawim.
Nice pass off there by Paul Guide.
Lions captain gets it on to Guide. This is Lockhart. Gets the screen from Lamar Roberts.
Get the ball in, see if Lamar can get warm.
And Hamilton looking for the steal. And
doesn't want to dribble it. Does not want to dribble it in there, Roberts. He's just not fast enough for AJ or Hamilton.
So Tolawasi is going to be whistled for the foul.
Aha! Ed Lucas is in. So they've got now the Royals have come out with a much more offensive-minded team now.
Roberts, kick out, Guide.
Go all the way.
Attacks the closeout from the short corner. It's Akinawim. Hamilton with the board, and
come on.
We're going to have a foul here, and that will...
An unsportsmanlike foul call there. 2 shots on possession.
It's a bit of a careless foul here from the Lions. You've got a big lead, 20 points. You don't want to be giving any extra chances for this London City Royals squad. We saw what they did up in Glasgow when they mounted that comeback against the Lions.
Absolutely. Deemed that Paul Guides made the attempt to stop the runaway man, in this case Ashley Hamilton. Referee Actor deemed it unsportsmanlike. They get 2 shots and possession.
So Ashley Hamilton averaging 14 points per game on the season, but he's been getting it done at both ends of the court. A lot of big blocks and key defensive plays. This is Dusha now. Dusha puts on the brakes. Kick out to Roberts. In and out, and Peel reels it in for the defensive board. This is Guide. On to Lockhart. Lockhart drives. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Roberts as he pleads his case to the officials. Andre Lockhart, a crafty veteran age that knows how to draw the fouls.
Yeah, he saw that AJ wasn't set and just took him on the baseline.
Robinson doesn't get the 3 ball to go. This is Roberts the other way.
To the
Dusha! And it's
Bucket
going to be
first.
goaltending.
Yep.
So the bucket is good, and Dusha's rewarded for that nice drive to the hoop as the Royals getting out and running in transition. And Matthew Bryan and Manning will check in now as Will Neighbor will catch a breather. So let's see if the Royals look to establish MBA.
Both teams are making wholesale changes, getting their first fives back in. Pab's back in for the Lions. So is Bristol.
Bryan and Manning with 26 points in the BBL Trophy final. You know, Coach Vince McCauley wants that matchup with Bristol out there against him. Spencer to Peel. Lions beat the press, and now Spencer, watched by Elvisi Dusha, the Albanian international. This is Robinson. Nice pocket pass, and it's short from Peel. Dusha pushing it the other way.
He's going to go all the way. No, he passes it off. Gets Manning. He's going to back down. He's going to pop the shot up any second.
What a pass!
Did you see that no-look pass in there? Oh, and it's slammed down there by Hamilton.
15-point lead for the Lions. Spencer. No easy and no quick shots the Lions are going to take here as they try and kill the clock a little bit. Spencer can't get the 3 ball to go, and it's Bryan and Manning pulling down the board, and we're going to have a unsportsmanlike foul here, it looks like, against Brandon Peel. As tempers starting to flare here at the Copper Box Arena. There's something behind the play. Didn't catch it, but Peel's going to take a breather. And
unsportsmanlike foul called by referee Keith Williams there on Brandon Peel.
Lions need to be careful with this lead. It's 15 points, but this Royal squad can score them in a hurry. If you give them any second chances, they could make you pay. And Roberts knocks down the first one. Shooting 70% on the season from the charity stripe, the American.
Just a little reminder, don't forget, you can have your say here in the fourth quarter for tonight's MVP.
So Hamilton now to inbound. On to Dusha. Played in Worcester before. And now driving, it's Hamilton, and he'll go to the free throw line. Strong, aggressive move from the GB International.
Foul on captain Ikuinwin.
So Hamilton from the free throw line. He's shooting 75% on the season. And he knocks down the first. Product of Loyola Marymount University at 6'8" forward that can certainly play as a bit of a point forward. You can run the offense through him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great ball handler. And this is Spencer now. Spencer attacking 3-on-2 numbers with the
Doesn't
leaner.
get the drop.
And Spencer will go to the free throw line.
Great look from Spencer. Saw the gap, went straight into it, made the shot. Didn't convert, unfortunately, but it will go to the line for 2.
6'2" guard out of the University of Augustana. And he knocks down the first.
Jordan Spence having a great season for the Lions.
And Jordan Spencer up over 30 points on the night. What a game. Certainly going to be the man of the match of this one. Brian Manning going to work, driving, backing in. Working on Bristol with the turnaround. Doesn't get it to go, and Big Kev brings down the board. Robinson over the timeline, watched by Ed Lucas. Screen comes from Akinawim. Robinson.
Need this offense. They make this
Tap.
offense.
Nice pass. Akinawim, 3-ball,
Stepped
in and out. And he's
Stepped
out of
out.
bounds. So turnover on the Lions. Quiet game from Ladarius Tab with just 4 points on the night. Here's Roberts driving. Roberts with a nice shovel. And the London City Royals are making a game of it.
Yeah, they're sneaking back up. And if the Lions aren't careful, they could find themselves in a much closer game than they wanted.
The double team comes. Bristol, Akinawim, Robinson driving. Puts it up, and Hamilton thought he got all ball, but he'll send Justin Robinson to the free throw line. Good move by the Lions. If you're struggling to get scores, get to the free throw line, Rick.
Absolutely, especially the guards. They don't usually miss.
And just like that, Robinson knocks it down. 23 on the night to go with 5 rebounds, 7 assists. He's brought it tonight against his good friend Matthew Brian Manning, who's godfather of one of his kids. Dusha, 3-ball. Nothing but net. Dusha, he can knock him down from out there. He's an above 40% three-point shooter, I should say.
Yep.
And
he's gone to 11 points today.
we're down into single digits. 9-point advantage for the Lions. Akinawim. Got Hamilton on him. Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Spencer. And he stepped out of bounds. Turnover on the Lions, and you feel that old friend Mo is suddenly on the side of the London City Royals. Momentum shifting here in this one. Lucas. Dusha. Coming off the screen, it's Ed Lucas. He's got Robinson on him. Puts up the 3-ball. It's way off. And Akinawim comes down with the board. On to Spencer. Robinson attacking Lucas. And they'll put him on the free throw line. Something you don't want to do if you're a London City Royal. Robinson almost automatic from the free throw line, Rick.
That's right, he is. That was a smart bit of play, actually, from Justin Robinson.
So Robinson from the free throw line, the GB International reigning BBL MVP. And he's the engine that makes this London Lions squad run. And he knocks down the second.
Yeah, he won't be happy with that. He touched the ring on the way through.
One of the best pure shooters in the BBL. He certainly can put on a clinic with that smooth shooting stroke. This is Dusha. Got Spencer on him, gets the screen from NBA. Kicks out to the big man. The 3-ball, it's off. Tolowasi looking for the board. Check that, Hamilton, I should say. And this is Spencer with it now. Spencer. Hamilton looking for the steal. And it's going to be a foul on Dusha. And into the penalties, so that'll send Spencer to the line. And Coach Jay Williams not happy about that one, Rick.
Well, you take your chances, don't you, if you're going for it. And that's what happened. Dusha goes to 4 fouls.
Spencer shooting 86% from the free throw line. And he gets the first to go, averaging 9.7 points per game. So certainly having the best game of the season for Spencer, up to 32 points now.
Yep, he's 100% from the line today. 7 from 7.
Hamilton. Up top, working on Peel. Into the paint, kick out. Roberts, tab all over him. Roberts. Onto Matthew Bryan of Manning. NBA spinning, NBA live, coming at ya.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about that.
Spencer, over the timeline. Watched by Lucas. He's got Robinson with him in the backcourt. And Peel looking to try to get a seal in the post. This is Robinson. Puts the 3 ball up. Doesn't go. Bristol following it up, cleaning it up on the glass.
Yeah, Kev Bristol goes for 12 points.
Dusha on to Matthew Bryan of Manning. And it's going to be a last touch on the Royals Lions ball. And just like that, the Lions getting the momentum back with a 12-point lead.
Yeah, NBA dropped it on his foot and it rolled out.
Peel back into this one. And now it's Spencer. Watched by Roberts. Peel. Robinson. Bristol up top. Spencer coming off a screen. Back to Bristol from the elbow. Doesn't go. Tab looking to get the offensive board, and it's going to be a last touch on the London Flyer. And the Royals with 2:20 to go. 12-point deficit. They need to score in bunches here. Hamilton. Neighbor. He's got Tab on him. Backing in. NBA. 10 to go on the shot clock. NBA muscling his way. And it's short, and Bristol hauls it down, and heads up play by Bryan of Manning to get a jump ball. Perhaps the official's a bit quick on the whistle, Rick.
I think so.
So with under 2 minutes to go, the Royals will get a fresh 14 on the shot clock. They need to get a 3 ball here if they can. And Bristol swats it out. It's going to be, will remain London City Royal ball. Hamilton to inbound. And Lucas up top now. Lucas going to work, crossing over. Spencer with the steal. Spencer all alone. Jordan Spencer for 2. 14 points to the good for the Lions.
I was waiting for the slam there.
John Stockton style. And things starting to flare here. Ashley Hamilton getting into it with Brandon Peel. And looks like a foul is going to be called on Brandon Peel that will send Hamilton to the free throw line. So AGP will go to the charity stripe and stop the clock for the Royals. Needs to make these 3 points count from the free throw line, and misfires on the first. Hamilton, a 75% shooter from the free throw line. He gets the second to go. Peel inbounds to Spencer. Royals showing press. Peel, numbers, Bristol, Spencer, and the Lions will hold on to it and kill a bit more clock. Spencer crossing over. Spencer into the paint. Spencer! And it's cleaned up by Tab. Ride 'em, Cowboy! And I think Ladarius Tab is going to get called for a technical as he starts jawing. The crowd on their feet. The London Flyer, Ladarius Tab, flight 9, cleared for takeoff. He's been a human highlight reel this season. Coming over from Luxembourg last season. One of the best signings in the BBL in the offseason, Rick.
Yeah, he's been a tremendous asset for the Lions this season. He's had a quiet time today, only 6 points. But I think the Royals have targeted him, really. They've made sure that he doesn't get any of his trademark dunks. So he's had a very quiet time today, but he's done his bit with rebounds and and general defense and passing the ball as well.
7 rebounds on the night for Ladarius Tabb. The Lions out rebounding the Royals 41-25, and a big reason the game's at where it's at right now, and just another way that so many of these secondary players and role players contributing in so many different ways for the Lions, Rick.
Yeah, they've worked hard, the role players. I mean, they haven't scored very much actually today, which is quite unusual. Normally the Lions have a bit more of a spread with the points, but it's mainly been the starters with the big points.
Well, when you get 59 points from your backcourt, you're in pretty good shape, aren't you? And Spencer with 35, Robinson with 24. Some elite
right.
British talent out there right now, Rick.
Yeah, absolutely. Best backcourt in the league, definitely.
The Royals front court is their calling card. Hamilton with 19, Matthew Bryan Manning with 15, and Will Neighbor with 12. Not quite able to replicate what they did up in Glasgow, where they combined for 51 points between Hamilton and Bryan Manning. Hamilton working on Bristol, driving. Hamilton, and he'll go to the free throw line, and it's what you want to see from the Royals. They're not going to lie down here. They're going to fight to the last possession, Rick.
Yeah, that's right. It's another foul for Kirvin Bristol. Makes his 4th. I think it's a bit too late for any heroics on the part of the Royals, really. 15-point deficit. 14 now.
Both these teams busy later this week. They're both playing Friday night. The City Royals playing on Saturday as well. Sheffield coming into London to play the Lions Friday, and then the Royals Saturday at the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. Spencer, Peel, back to Spencer. Got Jackman all over him. Spencer driving, swatted away from Bryan Manning. Robinson driving, Bristol from the elbow. Doesn't go, and it's Hamilton. Peel battling, and it's going to be a last touch on the Lions. Royals ball as Will Neighbor will check in for Orland Jackman.
And we're into the last minute now.
Hamilton, watched by Peel. Hamilton gets the screen from Matthew Bryan Manning, puts up the 3 ball, and that will be out of bounds. So 40 seconds to go, and it'll be Brandon Peel to inbound. The Royals showing press. Robinson being hounded by Roberts. Robinson over the timeline. And now Robinson killing more clock. He's got 7 on the shot clock. Driving. Robinson puts it up. Wanted to call, none coming. Spencer hoists it up. Why not when you're that hot? Jackman trying to answer back, and he does. End-to-end scoring. And we're going to get a timeout called by the Lions as Vince McCauley allowing the crowd to salute the effort by the Lions tonight. And Rick, they sure came with it tonight, and both squads treating the fans to a tremendous performance tonight. End-to-end action. The Lions getting to the century mark with 102 points, and we've seen a lot of highlight reel action from the London City Royals, and just a good moment to be a basketball fan in London and in the BBL in England, for that matter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially in London. I mean, it's not often we have 2 top-class teams in the capital, and they're really shown it today.
So with the win, the Lions will move to 19-2 as they look to get a bit more breathing space between them and the Leicester Riders at 17-5. The City Royals will fall to 12-8. They're in fourth place. This could conceivably be a second-round matchup in the BBL playoffs, assuming both teams get past their opponents in the first round. And what event that would be if we saw these two squads lock horns in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got one more game to play in the league, down at Crystal Palace before the end of the season. So, yeah, we're going to have more London battles.
So Spencer will dribble it down, and that will do it here at the Copper Box Arena as the London Lions, 102-89 victors over the London City Royals in a game that went just to the textbook by the London Lions, Rick.
Yeah, good performance from the Lions overall. They had a terrific third quarter, winning that 29-19. And then they took off again in the fourth, but they let the Royals back in, and they managed to get as close as 9 points in the fourth quarter. And we thought maybe there was going to be some more fireworks, but it didn't turn out that way.
A great offensive performance from both squads, both teams shooting over 50% from beyond the three-point arc, and the Lions shooting 49% from the floor, the Royals 47. Rick, it was an offensive explosion tonight.
It certainly was, especially from the Lions backcourt, as you said before. The scores for the evening: Jordan Spencer with 31 and 7 free throws, making 38 in total. Tremendous performance. Justin Robinson with 15 and 10 free throws. That's 25. We got Kervin Bristol with 12, Brandon Peel 13, Joachim with 3, Ladarius Tad with 5, Paul Greed with 4, Lamar Roberts with 2. For the Royals, we've got Matthew Bryner Manning, top scoring with 15 for them. Ashley Hamilton with 11, plus 7 free throws. We've got Elvisi Dusha with 3 3-pointers in his 11 points. Will Neighbour with 2 3-pointers in his 12. Orlan Jackman with 3 and 4 free throws. Jules Dangakodo with 4. And AJ Roberts with 12. So total scores for the evening. The London Lions 102 and the London City Royals 89.
Lions, of course, playing again on Friday, right back here at the Copper Box Arena. Rick, a lot of momentum to take away from this one, feeling strong going into that matchup against the Sharks.
Yeah, they've had a lot of good runs this season. I mean, they've only lost once in the last couple of months or so, and they've just got straight back into it with victory at the weekend. And they've continued with it today.
Looking ahead on Friday, it's the Worcester Wolves playing host to the Manchester Giants, the London Lions hosting the Sheffield Sharks, the Newcastle Eagles hosting the Bristol Flyers, and Rick, the City Royals will be back in action hosting the Leicester Riders. That's a great matchup between the second place and fourth place team. How do the Royals get back to winning ways at home on Friday at the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre?
I don't think today will have much of an effect on them, really. This game is the replay of the game that was rained off when the heavens opened.
Dripgate happened.
Yes. Yep, so we're playing that one again. I think I might be down there, actually.
So that will do it here at the Copper Box Arena. The London Lions winning the Battle of London 102-89 over the City Royals. Don't forget, these two teams will tip it off again down in Crystal Palace. Make sure to get out to that one if you can, and get out to some more exciting BBL action. There's some high-flying, rim-rattling action And we saw a lot of it tonight. For Rick Hines, Henderson Gabriel, I'm Mike Weber. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you again soon in more BBL action.